We got Williams going for the Guardians, Boyd for the Cubs. Looks like we got a few Cubs lovers in the chat here. What's your breakdown here? Cubs minus 185 favorite.
Sure, and we've seen a lot of Cubs money since last night. Last night, when I looked at it, it was a minus 165 for Chicago. There are minus 160s out there. So the overnight and early morning money has come for Chicago. And that line looked cheap at the time for Chicago. That's not necessarily the case for today. There's a handful of bets that stand out to me for this ballgame. And it starts with some. Let me tell you why I'm not taking Chicago. All right. Boyd has been great this year. All right. The Guardians can't hit lefties. Boyd leads and by can't hit lefties, I mean they're number 27th in the league over the last month in WRC plus against lefties. They've really struggled against opposing southpaws. And Boyd leads the Cubs. He's got 11 quality starts. And you go through his game log, it's every time he's been solid. But one thing that I look for is, hey, Boyd revived his career in Cleveland last year. If anyone knows how to take advantage of his weaknesses, if anyone knows how to hit this guy, in theory, it should be the Guardians. And the Cubs aren't playing good baseball. I mean, they're 4-7 their last 11 ball games. Got shut out again in their last contest. Yeah, they lead the top 3 in runs scored this year for Chicago, but not lately. That lineup, there's been a lot more missed than hit. They've been held to 2 runs or less, 11 times over the course of the last month. So it's not a lineup that's clicking on all cylinders right now for the Cubs. They're not playing great baseball. At the same time, we look at Gavin Williams and the Guardians, and we've been waiting for this for 2 years for Cleveland. When they finally, the Guardians way overachieved last year compared to their statistical profile. They won all the one-run games. Their bullpen, was out of their minds. They got clutch hits, et cetera, et cetera. This year, for the first month and a half, 2 months of the season, it was the same thing for Cleveland, where they continue to find ways where the stats say you should be here, the stats say you should be here, and they're playing at this level up here. That has not been the case in recent weeks. All right. Cleveland has been struggling. And they've been struggling, 11-20. It's not a short-term issue for the Guardians. They did have yesterday off, and the manager said, hey, look, we're gonna reset. We play 13 games in a row here before the break. It's our chance to come back and make some noise. And I agree with that assessment, but it's not a team that I trust right now. And Gavin Williams, you look at his stat, the guy's been pitching out of trouble all year. He's walked, let me just double check that my numbers are right. In his last 14 starts, he's walked 2 or more batters 13 times. In one start where he only had 1 walk. And he's walked consistently 3, 4, 5. Each of his last 3 starts, 3 or more walks for Williams. And that dates back, he had a 6-walk outing and a 4-walk outing and a 5-walk outing in May. It's not anything new or unique. So when I'm looking at this game and so where are we going to go with it? Part of me, I thought the initial lean for Chicago that the line was just too low, and it's not anymore. So I'm not going to lay it with the Cubs. Do we want to run line the Cubs? Well, the wind's blowing in today. I don't necessarily love Boyd in this matchup for as good as he's been. I worry that Cleveland's going to see him. I can certainly make a case for the Cleveland team total under 3.5. But I think the best bet here, and I just double checked to make it real, it's real. Gavin Williams, 2 or more walks, minus 270. I'll lay that juice here. When a pitcher who consistently he's not eating up innings, his command hasn't been there, he's afraid to pitch to good hitters, and he's walked 2 or more batters again. 13 of his last 14 starts. I can lay 270 with that against a Cubs team that's patient at the plate. That, to me, is probably the best bet for this ballgame. And you might want to ladder that. 2 or more walks, minus 270. 3 or more walks, plus 115. Get a nice plus price on 4 or more walks for Williams. And not like they're pulling him every time he's walking batters. He's lasting into the 6th inning, 4 of his last 5 starts. And, you can go back to May, and he's going 5+ innings in 7 of his last 9. So Williams over walks is the one that makes the most sense to me for this one. A little bit of Cleveland team total under maybe. A little bit of Cubs maybe. But Williams is the pitcher that I want to fade in this one. And that would be the way I would do it.
You don't have to convince me on a player prop there, Teddy. I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard this one. So yeah, I love that one. I love a good walks prop, especially that 1.5 number. Those are like the walks are almost kind of like NBA made threes. Whenever you get guys that are like 1.5 threes, like okay, yeah, I think they can make 2. When once it gets a 2.5, you're like, that's a lot. That's a lot. I love that one. Great player prop.
Well, you got to lay. I mean, to get over 1.5, you're talking about minus 270. I mean, it's a significant lay, but I expect it to cash, and when I really do. So that's my best bet for Cubs Guardians tonight. Cleveland definitely a team I'm looking to continue to fade.
All right, Teddy, it's $5 Tuesday. Tell clients what you have up at Wager Talk.
I got a $5 best bet in MLB for today. We won last Tuesday with our $5 best bet. I expect to do it again tonight. I think it's a rock solid winner. And obviously, the NFL season win report comes out tomorrow. And I got a promo code for you guys if you're interested. NFL 100. You get the season win report. You can pay $199 for it. Or you can get my NFL season, get every play from the first day of the preseason right through the Super Bowl, including the NFL win report. You get the win report for free. And you save $100 with promo code NFL100 at checkout. So full season package, every play, every day, right through the Super Bowl, no BS, no bait and switch, no nonsense, including the win report. Use promo code NFL100, take $100 off, or get the win report. Again, it comes out tomorrow, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and that's $199, 103 and 52 lifetime, 66% over the 24 years I've been doing it, 17 and 4, 81% with the 5% big tickets. We won the 5% big ticket last year. We had another winning season with the win report last year, and it's coming out tomorrow. So take advantage. Promo code NFL100. I know it's July. It's July today, right? Yes. I know it's July. It's time. The season's right around the corner. Get on board.